everyone, and welcome to Business Bootcamp. I'm Christy Wright, best-selling author, certified business coach, keynote speaker, but most of all, your bossy big sister, here to give you the practical steps you want and the tough love truth you need to succeed in business. Let's dive in. Today, we are talking about your marketing messaging. The words that you write. Where? Anywhere. On your website, your landing pages, your emails, your product description copy, your social media posts. Anywhere that you are writing about your business, talking about your business, you need to know how to have a really strong message. The reality is your ability to build your business, connect with your customers, and make sales is totally dependent upon your messaging. Whether or not you get through to people makes all the difference in the world. I think it was Mark Twain that said the difference between the right word and the almost right word is the difference between lightning and the lightning bug. This matters. And as I've mentioned before, our friend Donald Miller says, people don't buy the best products and services. They buy the products and services that they understand the fastest. In fact, I shared recently on an episode of Business Bootcamp about buying a keypad lock for our lake house when we were going to Airbnb it. And I bought a keypad lock that was not the least expensive, that did not have the best reviews, and wasn't even necessarily the most attractive. I bought one and chose one purely based on the fact that I understood it. I knew exactly what I needed to do to install this lock and use it. Step 1, step 2, step 3. When you have great marketing messaging, you are going to increase your sales instantly. You're going to grow your business. You're going to reach your goals. You're going to help a whole lot more people. And it all comes down to the words that you choose. So I want to teach you today 4 C's of messaging. These are 4 C's that are going to help you remember how to make a really strong message when you're writing for your business. And if you lead a team and you lead writers, copywriters, marketers, and so on, you can lead them in this as well. So let's dive in to the 4 C's of a strong message. Number 1, your message needs to be clear. First and foremost, most importantly, it needs to be clear. I talked about this extensively in a previous episode of Business Bootcamp, episode 239, if you want to learn more about this. But the reality is, people don't like what they don't understand, and they definitely won't buy what they don't understand. So your job as a business owner, as a marketer, which you are, is to boil your content down and your descriptions down to the most clear, direct, obvious, easy to understand messaging possible. You want to take the work off your customers. Because when people come to you, when they land on your landing page or scroll past your social media, they are tired, they are busy, they are distracted, they are overwhelmed. And when it comes to you, they probably have a lot of questions about you. Who are you? What do you do? How will this help me? What does this have to do with me? How much does it cost? How does it work? They've got a million things that they are thinking about all the time. When you write a very clear message, a very direct message, a very easy to understand piece of content or copy, you're taking the work off of them. You're taking the thinking out of this for them. You're meeting them where they are, and you are making this as simple as possible for them to do business with you and take the next step with you. What is the most clear, simple way that you can describe what you do? See, we want to be cute. We want to be catchy. We want to be clever. We want to be memorable. We want something really fun and tweetable. The reality is, sometimes that desire to be cute and catchy and clever gets in the way of us being clear. If you can be cute, great. Be clever later. Start with clear. Let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, you move to a new home in a new neighborhood and you need help hanging your TV. And you drive through the neighborhood and there is a van parked on the side of the road that looks like it's a business van, and it says, "We equip families and businesses, residential and commercial, for technology services to innovate their homes in the most fashionable and trendy way possible." Okay. Then you keep driving and you pass another business van that says, "We hang TVs." Who are you going to call for your TV getting hung? You're going to call the van that says, "We hang TVs," because you understand it. It's clear. Donald Miller says all the time, if you confuse, you lose. And you're not trying to be confusing. You don't think you're being confusing, but the truth is, If a fourth grader can't read it, if a child can't understand it, it's too complicated. Be clear. In every piece of content or copy that you write on behalf of your business, it needs to first be clear. We'll be cute and catchy later if we can still be clear, but start with clear. What do you do? I help people start businesses. I train people in speaking. Clear, direct, just the most simple, obvious, basic definition of what you do or what your business does. First and foremost, be clear. Number 2, be concise. Use as few words as possible. This takes work. Believe it or not, it takes work on you to boil your content down and your copy and your descriptions down to the most clear, direct, and concise version possible. I know that you can tell me about your business in an hour. You can tell me about it in 3 pages. Can you tell me about it in a paragraph? A good rule of thumb is to go through all of your PDFs, go through your landing pages, go through your website, and cut the content by 50%. 50% across the board. I don't even have to see your website, and I can tell you it would probably serve you to cut it by 50%. We say too much. We put too many words in there. We lose people with all the words. They don't have the attention span to stay with us for all the words. Instead, simplify it. Make it more concise. This is going to force you to not only be very selective with your words, but you're going to choose more powerful words. You're going to be very, very selective in what sentences you write because you know you only get a few. You know, one of the hard truths that we need to face is this is difficult because we actually don't understand our business well enough. Albert Einstein said, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. How can you say what you want to say in as few words as possible? When you are concise in your messaging, people are much more likely to stick with you through the end. They're not going to click away to a different landing page. They're not going to scroll past you on social media because you kept them engaged the entire time. Choose fewer words. When you can be concise, people will stick with you and your message will make more of an impact. Number 3, be consistent. When you talk about your business, talk about it the same way every single time. This is great for branding because you're creating a brand around your business, but it also really helps your audience remember you. If you talk about your business in different ways every single time, they won't remember you. They won't remember what you said. They won't remember what you do. They won't remember how they should do business with you. But if you talk about it the same way every single time, the same tagline or the same subtitles or the same main points over and over and over again, what you're doing is you're teaching your audience to memorize it. You're teaching your audience to remember who you are and what you do. I know for you, you feel like you're a broken record. You feel like that you're probably boring your audience, but you're actually helping them. John Maxwell says you have to say something 21 times for people to hear it. 21 times. Have you talked about your business the same way 21 times yet? Probably not. Be consistent when you're describing your business. Use the same phrases, the same subtitle, the same tagline, so that you are branding yourself in the customer's mind as this particular type of business. These features, these benefits, these services. Think about this with Business Boutique. What if I described Business Boutique different every single time? What if I said, Business Boutique, equipping women to make money doing what they love. Business Boutique, starting dreams, one business at a time. Business Boutique, starting businesses from scratch. Business Boutique, home-based or side businesses, I am here for you. Business Boutique, got an idea? Let's turn it into income. No, you would never remember that brand. Instead, we said it the same way every single time. Business Boutique, equipping women to make money doing what they love. Even the subtitle of my book was A Woman's Guide for Making Money Doing What She Loves. Same main words, same main phrases. When you're consistent in your messaging, people will remember it. And when they remember it, they're much more likely to want to do business with you. And number 4, compelling. So once your business is clear and it's concise and it's consistent, then, and only then, can you make it compelling. Compelling means that you are choosing words that get to the heart of what your customer wants. It touches on the pain point that they have and the problem that they have. You are using words that they really use to describe problems that they really have. You are compelling them to action. You are saying something in a way that activates them, that excites them or angers them. If you're describing a problem, that they get angry about that problem or they want to do something about it. Your message is compelling. It makes people give a flip, y'all. Some of you are writing copy and content for your business and you mean well. And it's clear and concise and direct, but y'all, it is boring. You are using words that your audience doesn't use at all. You're saying things like, I don't help you just survive, I help you thrive. That's lovely, and I love the rhyme. I see what you did there. I see what you did. See, the problem though, is no one is probably walking around going, I'm just surviving. I wish I could thrive. I would like to thrive. Does anyone know where I can sign up to thrive? Does anyone have a thriving class? Where do I thrive? I need more thrive. No one says that. No one says that. No one uses those words. You're writing copy and content that doesn't actually connect with problems your audience has or pain points that they're aware of or language that they use. You're creating lead magnets and courses with titles of things like the Attention Activator, how to get your focus and reclaim your life. The Attention Activator. No one's walking around going, I need an Attention Activator. Can someone sign me up for an Attention Activator? No one's doing that. How can you make your message compelling? How can you say what you want to say and describe your business in a way that connects with the heart of your audience, how they talk about their problems, how they talk about their desires and goals in a way that is clear, concise, consistent, but also compelling? It moves them to action. It compels them to do something. It activates them. You're choosing words that they actually care about that moves them to want to do something. I'll give you an example. When my husband and I were getting married, we had no money. Okay. We were paying for the wedding ourselves. And so I thought, you know what? I'm really good at planning events. I will not hire a wedding planner. I will do this myself. I know that I can. I'm good at this. I can do it. Well, I had a friend that was a wedding planner and I met with her for a consultation just to see how much it costs. And she ran through all the packages and so on. And all I'm looking at is the money. And I'm thinking, I don't have this money. I should just do this myself. I don't even know why I'm sitting here. And then she said one sentence that changed everything. She said, I do everything so you can show up as a guest to your own wedding. Okay, well, here's my checkbook. Thank you so much. Where do I sign? Where do I pay? That one sentence was so compelling. The visual I had of me showing up to my wedding as a guest, not having to do anything, was so compelling. I completely stopped focusing on the cost. I figured out how I could pay for it because I was so compelled to action through that one sentence. Another example is my friend April Perry, and she has a business helping people get organized. Well, we were talking years ago and I was asking her about what she did. You know, what is your business? How do you help people and so on? And she's describing it. We have this course and this program and all the features and benefits and programs and so on. And then she said one sentence I'll never forget. She said, I help you get the piles out of your house. Okay, April. Thank you so much. Sign me on up, friend. Because my house is nothing but piles. I got paperwork piles. I got clothes piles. I got water bottles piles. I got schoolwork piles. Like it's just all I do is just shuffle different piles to different rooms. And that's my system for being organized. You're going to help me get the piles out of my house? That's compelling. That's compelling. I saw a home cleaning service one time that says, we don't cut corners, we clean them. I was like, ooh, that's cute. That's cute and clear and concise and direct and compelling. How can you make your message compelling? How can you move people to action where they actually care, where they actually want to do business with you? So after you have been clear and concise and consistent, yes, make your message compelling. When you make your message compelling, you'll move your audience to action. Y'all, when you do this, when you implement these 4 C's that I have taught you, clear, concise, consistent, and compelling, your customers will be lining up to buy from you. They will convert on your landing pages. They will engage with your business. They will understand what you do and how you can help them. And the great news is you didn't spend a bunch of money. You didn't change your products and services. You didn't buy a bunch of advertising. You simply changed your message. When you change your message, it makes all the difference. All right, y'all. That's it for this week's episode of Business Bootcamp. Be sure to subscribe to this podcast channel, follow along on social media, and share this episode so other people can get the help in their business as well. And then I'll see you here for another episode of Business Bootcamp.